All right, Tone.
Yeah.
Move on to our final topic of the night. Obviously, we've been playing Starfield, we've been playing Baldur's Gate. Those are some of the big titles of the fall that have hit console, even though Baldur's Gate has been out for a while. We are now hitting the back end of 2023, which is the fall season, which is usually when all the heavy hitters come out. All your usual titles, the Call of Duties, the Assassin's Creeds come out, but then you've also got other big AAA titles making their way. Nintendo's pulling out their big guns. Those 2 Mario games. You got Mario Wonder, and then you've also got Mario RPG remake.
Oh, fuck! I forgot about that.
You've got Spider-Man. You got Lords of the Fallen. You've got a ton of shit coming out this fall, and it's always a busy time, and it's always tough to play all these games. But we just want to talk for a minute about our most anticipated games.
Yeah.
We have a new Direct tomorrow, which I thought was interesting because we know literally nothing that's coming to Nintendo next year.
We'll tomorrow.
We're going to get a 40-minute Direct tomorrow. Thank you, Crash, for reminding me of that. We will get a 40-minute Direct tomorrow of what's coming out in the winter and beyond, so we'll kind of have an idea of what Nintendo has up their sleeve, essentially before they release their new Switch in 2024 sometime. They apparently showed some behind-the-door stuff at Gamescom. They say that the system is comparable. Now, that's subjective to current-gen hardware, the Series X and the PS5. I'll believe that when I fucking see it. And if the Switch is looking as well as those, that thing's going to be a monster with a monster price tag. There's no way they can get that thing out there in handheld mode at a reasonable price of like $249. That's going to be something ridiculous. If you have played any Spider-Mans and you have played the new one, game's been the same since 97. So has Call of Duty. So has been several other games. So I feel like that's not the best argument, and I wouldn't run with that anywhere else except for right here. I'm doing you a favor. But Tone, 3 games. We went down the list of the stuff coming out this fall. I'm kind of curious of what you're looking forward to. My first one comes out next week. If you got the $90 or the $69 version, you get access to it. I think it's on Monday. And then if you got the regular $39.99 version, it comes out next week. So that is Payday. Payday 3 is out next week on PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. And I am really, really excited for Payday 3. Now, look, I played in the beta, and I wasn't super blown away by it. I'm kind of hoping that there's a lot more in the final package, and I do know that they said it's an older build of the game. But by and large, I know everyone's always like, well, it's just a beta. Every time I played in a beta, it's pretty fucking close to what you're getting at launch. Betas are essentially demos. I feel like when people say, oh, it's just a beta, they're just kind of like falling back and trying to use an excuse to justify an underwhelming experience. By and large, anytime you get into a beta, what you see is what you're probably going to get, with some bells and whistles maybe tweaked and things of that nature. But I'm excited for Payday 3. Like I said, it's a cooperative experience. I'm hoping that because Payday 2 is like 10 years old, they will move forward with a lot of stuff. Just call it beta early access. I mean, you can just call. I mean, it is what it is. It's a game. It's the game you're going to be playing at launch. And I just want to play it with my friends. Rob Banks. I hope there's a lot of different scenarios. I hope the skill tree makes more sense, allows you to build characters a bit. And my main thing is I hope the stealth element is much better. Like, it was really hard to go stealth in 2, just because the AI kind of cheated or it just wasn't really fleshed out. I just want to hop in there, play this with my friends, have a nice live service experience with lots of missions, lots of quests, lots of rewards, shits of that nature, and the skill tree to be robust so I can really build my character to how I want them to play. But I've always been fascinated. I've always liked the Payday games. I'm just ready to see this franchise kind of take a step forward to get away from like being a budget title, so to speak, and move into maybe at least like AA and a half.
Because with that price, like when you said that, I was even going, I guess I didn't realize that was jumping from $30, $40 up to that high.
Well, I mean, no, it's still $39.99 for the base game that launches at launch day.
Okay.
If you want to get like the 3 or 4 days early access, you got to get the 69. Plus, there's other shit that's included with it.
Gotcha. Check.
It needs a ready or not or siege feel to it. I mean, I don't know if it has to be as hardcore siege, but I like where you're at with that. I do think it needs just a little bit more grittiness. And for me, it's always been like Payday, even though it's a 10-year-old game. Even comparable back 10 years ago, there were some games, first-person shooters, that felt better to play. Whereas like Payday always kind of had this jankiness to it. But again, it's a budget title with a cool concept, and I think people had fun with it. But I feel like if they're able to get the gameplay on the level using Unreal Engine 4 right now, but then transferring over to Unreal Engine 5 sometime after launch. If they can get that gameplay up to where it like kind of competes with like the Sieges or Call of Duty in terms of it's just how good it feels to play, it'll be fucking sweet. I'll be really excited about it.
Okay.
So
cool.
Are you a Payday guy? Interested or?
I've never played them. I'm intrigued and interested. My biggest concern currently, again, is because of this entire year being chaos and not playing games the amount of times I had, is me buying games that I'm not getting.
Hey, it's on Game Pass, so you don't have to buy it.
Then that might change.
Yeah, that's the best thing about Payday 3 is it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So that's a $39. But I mean, if you want to get it early, you gotta pay for the extra.
Right.
But if you want the $39.99,
I forgot about that for one. So that's good news. So I mean, I'll probably download, at least check it
you
out.
should download that along with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. See, Cuddles, he won't fucking do it. Nobody downloads the goddamn game. Just download it. If you have an Xbox and Game Pass, download the fucking game.
Okay, so or I won't.
Oh,
But I might check out Payday. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to squeeze in as much time as I can right now. Driving
you're fucking swamped.
Starfield and fucking Baldur's Gate 3, and now fall games coming out.
And then you got what comes out next week. You know, that's one of your top 3 games. Comes out next week. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. So I haven't pre-ordered that yet, which is
what?
I know. So I need to do
Who
it.
are you?
Well, I'm me trying to get caught up with dates for one again.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like that is one of my top 3 games that I'm looking forward to this year, and I buy every Mortal Kombat, but I'm definitely afraid of the lack of time I'm gonna be able to put into it. Like I keep saying, I haven't even touched Street Fighter 6. I got Ant House Beats out here beating down people doing throws and getting people to disconnect, and I ain't even touched it yet. You know, so it's frustrating for me to be able to say that. But and not to dive too deep into this, but the amount of really good massive RPGs right now,
Yeah.
my favorite all-time genre, even though I love fighting games and Sims games, is out right now, and it's just taking my fucking time. So, but I will, yes, probably be buying Mortal Kombat 1 for day one because I can't not play through that story mode. I can't not sit there and play online. I can't not go through towers. I can't not just customize characters. Can't not go through the, you know, that's a lot of double negatives, by the way.
I like how Cuss says you got time for block parties but not games. But wasn't he on a beach this past weekend? He couldn't play any games with us. So
yeah, right, there you go. They decided to get sick too. That was Labor Day
continue.
weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, that's only I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah, but you made the decision to go to the beach before you were sick. You were like, "Fuck games, I'm out."
Yeah, what did
You
do
made the
last Friday night?
decision to go
At 6 o'clock.
before you
I had
got
to wake
sick.
up and go
You
to a
made
game.
that choice. The choice is what hurts my feelings, not the fact that you weren't there. You made the choice. The choice. It's a choice that hurt.
And it's the choice of a generation.
Choice of a generation. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, no. So that's really it. I am excited for the Mortal Kombat. Listen, we got finally Boone has been wanting Jean-Claude Van Damme
Yes.
involved for how many years? Now he's involved finally. You know, we got some. Apparently, Megan Fox is playing Melina or some other character. I couldn't care less.
Her voice work actually didn't sound bad. I was like, oh man, she's kind of getting into
Couldn't
it.
care less, but I care way more about the fact they got like
You're just more interested than Jean-Claude Van Damme doing the splits. I get it. I get it.
Absolutely. He's dressed like Bloodsport.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Frankie. You know, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about that for sure. I'm always excited about Mortal Kombat. Like, listen, I go back and forth what's my favorite of the series. I think at the end of the day, I prefer playing Street Fighter because I like the quarter circle style.
Sure.
But Mortal Kombat's story, and like I tell everybody, I have bought every single Mortal Kombat since the dawn of time, since they've come out. I'm so ingrained into those characters and those stories. Whereas like Street Fighter, I like specific characters. I do enjoy the stories, but it's hard to learn other characters in Street Fighter. Whereas Mortal Kombat, it's not as difficult to try and learn other characters sometimes. So I love it.
Oh damn! Jay Hill says he might buy this one. You and me, Tone. Oh, he wants to battle.
Want to get your shit spit on? Let's do it. I'm down.
Holy shit, that got graphic. All right, so that's your first choice, Mortal Kombat. Was that one of your first 3?
That's one of my first 3.
All right. You're missing a fall game on your list behind you. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to get to my next one. Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm actually excited for this because this is only a 20-hour game. I don't have to spend 78, 50, or 80, 90 hours to get through all of Assassin's Creed. This one's kind of going back to its roots. It's built a little bit more like Assassin's Creed 1. Stealth will be more prevalent. They're not going to tell you where certain objectives or targets are. You're going to have to listen to people around town. They'll give you hints. Very kind of like Hitman-like. I'm actually really excited. I've seen some of the gameplay on this. Baghdad looks like a fucking sweet-ass environment to do parkour.
Bombs over Baghdad.
There you go. I think this game, I'm actually really excited. It's the first time I've been excited for an Assassin's Creed game because I know the last couple have just been these fucking massive games.
Odyssey's Peak.
Well, I mean, just like these, like how many hours does it take to get through something like that? Like 80, 90 hours?
Odyssey, if you're doing all DLC, I was at 120, 140 hours.
See, I don't need that. Not everything needs. I don't know. I get it. I just don't think everything needs an RPG treatment. I like a nice focused story with some like RPG sprinkled throughout.
Yeah, a little hybrid.
Yeah, a little hybrid, and you still got my stealth gameplay.
Sure,
I'm cool with that. Like, I'm actually really interested in Assassin's Creed Mirage. I think this looks really, really fucking good. So I'm gonna hop on that. Well, having hide missions makes you actually walk through the game in order to find the cool mission. I dig this. I'm actually really on board. It's the first time I've been like really interested in an Assassin's Creed game, and it's a game that's kind of like going under the radar. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of people that are super excited about it.
Right.
But because it is kind of a departure from what has made the last couple just so popular.
Yeah, so as far as timeline goes, like where is this at in the story? How's the story looking?
Oh, fuck do I know?
Exactly. That's my biggest problem with the series, which is fine,
I
but
have no idea.
Like
I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, nobody
don't
can.
care.
Nobody
Yeah,
and
don't
nobody can.
care.
And nobody can. And nobody can.
Don't care. I just want to go in there and
I'm not
play
disagreeing
this
with
world.
that being a thing. But my point is that they were early on building a story, and it was actually, I thought, really intriguing.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it
that's
just
fair,
got
that's fair.
so convoluted that nobody can explain exactly what's going on in the story.
Sure. No.
Each one that kept coming out was adding to something of that story, and then all of a sudden, it just
I don't know if I think it's more of a Ubisoft fatigue. I think people are tired of fucking Ubisoft because they keep punching out games that just get canceled after 6 months. I think that's part of it. I don't know if it's so much AC fatigue, but I mean, look, I haven't been playing all the AC games over the years, so I'm not going to get fatigue. Like, I'm actually legitimately excited about this, where the other ones, I just knew how much time you had to invest to get through them. And I was like, I don't have time for that. I don't want to like bring one of those in, especially now with Starfield. I'm still playing that. I got Baldur's Gate waiting for me. I know that's going to be a time sink. I need games like this and Spider-Man and whatever else that we talk about. Something that's just shorter to get through, that I can get through over the course of 2 weeks and not have to put 2 fucking months into it. So, I mean, if the people have been playing Assassin's Creed year after year, absolutely. I'm sure they get fatigued from it. For myself, I'm ready, man. I'm hyped for it because it's the first one I've been really excited about since, I don't know, probably 2. So I think it looks great, and I do want to mention he mentioned Alan Wake 2. I think Alan Wake 2 looks fucking incredible, and I actually did start a playthrough of the first one, the remaster, and I can't remember, something else came out and I got pulled away from it, but I am going to get back in there and finish up because I think I'm about halfway through the first one, and it is I had no idea how good that fucking game was. Like, it is really good. And so, like, I'm really digging that. So I will go back and finish that because Alan Wake 2 is another game.
Playing it?
What's that?
You pooping your pants playing it a little bit?
There are some genuinely unsettling moments. Yes, but I love the episodic approach to it. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's a dope ass game. So I'll definitely be checking out Alan Wake 2. But Tone, your number 2 game.
City Skylines 2.
City Skylines 2. You're a city sim guy.
This game's going to potentially cause trouble in life. I'm going to have to really manage myself, and that's going to be difficult. I'm pretty good about it with like the Starfield and some of these games. I don't play a lot of games during the week right now because I just haven't had that kind of time yet.
Sure.
But
once the fall kicks in, you will.
Yeah, so
fall,
winter stuff start happening maybe a little bit. We'll see, but City Skylines 2 is one I'm going to have to I got to be consciously be careful of because of the time vamp that it creates. So
absolutely.
I can't wait for it. This game looks gorgeous.
Did I read somewhere that's going to have PSVR 2 support?
There is a PSVR 2 version of the game. I don't know if this is that version.
So it's not like Resident Evil where you buy it and either to get the PSVR version.
Right.
Okay.
I think that game's a separate entity where you can sit and you'll be able to be like you're basically like God at that point. You're standing around going, let there be light. Let there be
let there be train. Let there be glory hole. Yeah,
So City Skylines 2 is SimCity, but there you go.
But good.
Literally.
Cuddles, just put that on the box. Put that on the box. King Cuddles says it's Sim City, but
literally,
good.
but good. That's on
the back of the box.
They
right
can
there.
get a little micromanagey with some of the expansions and updates. It depends on how much you care. If you buy the season pass, I mean, they give you a lot of content, but at a base level, it makes SimCity look like a fucking Sesame Street, basically. So. Yeah, I'm excited.
That's a Game Pass game, isn't it?
That is a Game Pass game, but that is one of those ones where like it's good and bad. This game because the Xbox controller is big and bulkier compared to like say a slender PS5 controller.
Sure.
I played City Skylines on both consoles last gen, and I preferred it on the PlayStation because when you're moving around so much and the everything with the thumbsticks on Xbox is better for first person shooter because they're staggered. I prefer the staggeredness.
Sure.
Whereas for like something like City Skylines and like Jurassic Park, I prefer the PlayStation controller because it's easier just to kind of manage because it's smaller in your hand.
Sure. Okay.
So it's kind of in a place for me. So I might buy it on PlayStation.
Play on PC and use whatever fucking controller you like, you loser. Yeah, play an unoptimized version of the game. The game's gonna be trash on PC.
Windows
Like,
update.
like, why can't PC games run good anymore? Like, seriously, man, City Skylines is probably built for PC, and it's gonna come out and just be fucking shit.
I do have a PC, and
It'll
you're
be
right.
a garbage port.
I don't know. Like, I think what it comes down to on that one
He wants the game to work.
Well, for me,
he wants it to start up and play and work.
Well, I don't know that I got a PC that is really made for gaming right now. Truth be told, for one, two, I really like playing that game on my large screen. And yes, I can't. I do got a PC hooked up to it, but I'd have to literally buy a PC, I think, to play the game at this point. So, for me at this point, like it just again, I don't know. No, not PC right now. It's funny because the other day when I was setting up my PC on my TV, it was the first time I was actually getting it to run on the TV because I got one to stream different things. And I'm like, man, I used to play games on the TV, with the computer, but it's so out of date now I can't. And I was sitting there going like, is this gonna make me want to upgrade to a different type of PC? Because I got a different laptop for like streaming shit, but like I don't know, like it's if I start going down even that thought process, then I'm gonna obsess about it. Then I'll have to get then I will end up getting a different PC. Yeah, and I don't want to do that right now.
TCM is golden now. I mean, TCM is just a fucking great game, except for the fact that they had to fucking cut out PC console crossplay because everyone on PC fucking cheats. And so they're like, well, we got to clean this shit up before we can let them play our console, folks. So unfortunately, Cuddles and I cannot play the game right now because he took away crossplay. Because there's fucking losers on PC that are like, I got to cheat because I fucking suck.
It happens every time.
PC guys that ruin it.
That's the same thing, Crash. I saw that too. That was
Cuddles doesn't need to cheat, but all the other fucking losers that you
Yeah.
play with, they cheat.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why they had to take it away.
Right.
Cuddles is just a natural. I mean, he fucking kills everybody. Dude, Cuddles is by far, without question, not even arguably, the best Leatherface player on planet Earth. He runs that basement like a fucking champ, dude. I can sit up top, collect blood for Grandpa, and just use my stupid ability, and he destroys everything down low. All I have to do is shut grates and just lead them towards him, and he takes care of business. Yeah. It's like I said, man. I know I'm playing with the GOAT.
Yeah.
That's why I need him back, because I can't be the cook and play with some random ass fucking Leatherface who doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm not downloading it.
Nope. Apparently nobody in the B&B community is. Anybody with an Xbox and Game Pass is like, nah, I'm not downloading it. It's free and it's awesome. I'm not playing it.
Free.
You need to buy that mask. You need to wear it on the stream. He's the best. He's the best Leatherface because he tucks and tapes. Like no, he does. He tucks it back for sure. All right, my third and final game because I'm gonna let Tone take care of the other one that I'm excited about is shock face Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. After the reveal of the game, the fact that you can take on all the campaign missions in an open setting. So if you want to go in silently, stealthily, you can. Or if you can go in guns blazing, you can. I like having that type of freedom. I like it even though it's not going to be as linear. And I think it looks fucking great. I'm really excited for that mission structure. And then we have open world zombies. So I mean, I'm assuming zombies is going to play.
Neat.
I'm assuming zombies is going to be kind of like Cuddles. What's the mode in Modern Warfare 2? Not Warzone. Is it DMZ? Is it the DMZ mode? I'm assuming it's
Spec
going to be
Ops.
something like that. Where you go in there, there's going to be event DMZ. I'm assuming it's going to be something like that. You go into like a big ass map. There's going to be events going on throughout the world. You're going to have objectives, things to complete, take on hordes of zombies, and I'm down with that, dude. I've always loved zombies in Call of Duty. I just the campy nature of the storytelling, the voice actors that they bring in for it. I've always thought the zombies was the most appealing thing, but never could ever find like a group of guys that would just like, let's play this shit. I used to have a group of guys like that when it first came out at World at War, when that first zombie map came out, and everyone was like, man, because you remember that, man? After you beat World at War, all of a sudden you go back and you're just like, what is going on? What is this place? And then it starts up and you're like, holy shit, this is zombies. And then, dude, from there, it just fucking took off.
Mm-hmm.
It took off because then Black Ops came out and they just fucking built
That was
upon
Treyarch.
there. Treyarch
that
did
was
it,
Treyarch's
because
thing,
it was
right?
World at War.
World at War started it, yep.
And then after that, when Black Ops came out, that's when they really fucking went
That's when it blew
hard into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, open world zombies. I'm fucking there for that. I've always liked the multiplayer in Call of Duty, especially when you're able to hop on with friends. And then again, the open world approach to this, to the story missions. I'm there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking there.
There.
I'm excited for it. And I will be there again. Even though I used to be that guy who'd be like, I'm not buying fucking Call of Duty.
You're that guy every year.
But you know what? Every now
Call
I'm
of
like,
Duty comes out and you're like,
every
I'm
year
buying
now, I'm the guy that's going like, you know what? I'm buying it.
I'm buying it.
I don't fucking care. We should play COD Friday if TCM isn't fixed.
It's gonna happen. Don't worry. No worries. When does COD drop?
COD drops in November 17th.
Okay.
Maybe November 11th. Something stupid. I can't remember. It's somewhere in November. Here's my thing right now. My Friday nights is I have to be up at like 6 o'clock the next day to get ready for football. So again, fuck them kids. But I would be able to play on Friday night, but I have to be done like within like 2 hours. Like I'd have to cut it off at 10 because then I got to go to bed, get up early, and go coach a football game. And I don't want to do that hungover because I'd look like a dick. I am, and I'm a baby back bitch. But fuck them kids. But I got to go do it for my kids. All right, Tone, you are now Paul Bear Bryant. You know it, baby. Whiskey on my breath. You are no Paul. I am now. I want to be Paul Bear Bryant. Come on, don't tell me I'm not. I'm definitely not fucking Mel Tucker. Wow, how about that, huh? What a fucking loser. All right, Tone.
Yeah.
Let's go. Your final pick for most anticipated game of the year or fall is
Game of the Year 1997, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2.
Can't wait.
Can't wait, man.
Can't wait.
Big fan of the first two, Spider-Man and Miles Morales.
Miles Morales, yep.
And now you got this one coming out. Looks fucking amazing.
Yep.
You got Venom, Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Who's the main guy? The Hunter, Kraven the Hunter?
Kraven the Hunter. That's pretty exciting. So, I mean, they're taking from, the Gamerverse first Spider-Man, then we had Miles introduced, had his story, and now they're combining them two, and now we're going to figure out what's going on with Harry. It's a whole different tale and take because the Gamerverse is different than comics and movies with the Venom.
Allows them to
suit.
interpret their own stories. They
So
get their own way.
I'm a little bit open to it. We'll see. As long as the symbiote still has some alien in nature, I'd be okay with that. If it was built by Osborn, I'd be like, that kind of sucks. But I'm open to it. We'll see. So, I'm really excited about it regardless because I really enjoy, the combat. I love the ability to put points into your abilities.
Yes.
Like, play how you want to. Again, a hybrid game, an action RPG in some sense as well, too. Open worldness. Like, I love that sort of stuff. So, but also, of course, Spider-Man's one of my all-time faves. So.
J Hill says, wait, so the new Spider-Man game is actually, you know what? Don't listen to Cuddles as much as he says that they're all the same. This is a whole new story that Insomniac created with the first Spider-Man, and then they made Spider-Man Miles Morales, which was its own story, kind of a continuation, side story, so to speak. And now they're coming together for Spider-Man 2. And like I said, the story in the first one was good. The story in the second one in Miles Morales was fucking incredible.
Yep.
So I'm really excited to see where they go now that their paths are crossing and they'll be working together and they got to deal with Venom. It looks fucking awesome and the stories have been really, really great. So, I mean, I get what Cuddles is saying. It is very similar because you're Spider-Man and you can't deviate from the core mechanics of Spider-Man. But you can still have a hell of a story and they've done a great job with the story so far. So, really excited for this to drop. That comes out October 20th.
Yeah, which is a busy fucking week because there's I don't know what's going on. I can't remember what's going on early in the week, but the 20th I got an event Friday night in Detroit, so I'm not gonna be able to play it right away. And then the 21st is the U of M MSU game.
Yes, it is.
And Forge Hammer might be in town for that.
Oh,
so
shit, Forge.
We might be getting a little saucy. So yeah. So so it's like it's a pretty tough weekend to say, well, fucking Spider-Man's out, I should play it. Nope.
Yeah, it's gonna be busy, man. It's just like I said, man, it's chaotic in the fall, but that's the one thing that I love about the fall.
Skylands releases the same day?
Skylands does release the same day. Shit. You ain't cancel that fucking event. You ain't going.
God, no.
It's the Nickelback concert. I knew that's what he was going to. Grow up.
It's not at all.
You're such a fucking child,
it's
dude.
Fucking stand up. It's Stavi.
Stavro.